Cloudy World. Man, we've been tapped in and hearing a lot about this Diddy situation, especially going on with 50 Cent. Folks don't know how deep it gets for real. So today, man, we breaking down a video going on with Diddy, 50 Cent, and the whole thing. Let's get into it.
Not a good one. After this Netflix documentary, there's been a lot of talks towards Diddy about all the crazy stuff he's done, and it's made him look a lot worse, even though the documentary for the most part was fair. It showed both sides of things, and it, made it very clear that Diddy wasn't charged with certain charges and that, he wasn't officially, linked to anything related to.
Bro, I'm so tired of this officially linked to stuff, man. This bro Diddy, bro, nah, it's time. It's time for bro to get his time and just do his time and be done with it. I feel like this whole situation was so annoying, bro. And it just feels like justice was never really gonna be given. It felt like time that was used for it won't be given back. It just feels like it was more so just like an embarrassment thing. And you already know how it gets with embarrassment in the industry and all that. So I don't know, bro. Just do better, Diddy, man. Do better, bro.
Tupac and Biggie's death. But regardless, Diddy and his team haven't liked the documentary at all.
Since cease and desist to Netflix claims documentaries uses stolen footage, it don't matter, bro. They saying they don't be caring about these docu-series with these, these mass like the Jeffrey Dahmers and them, bro. Like they still use a lot of that footage. They still use the stuff with the two brothers. They used a bunch of this stuff. And I didn't know, like, bro, I don't like a lot of that, like investigation, destination type stuff, discovery. Like my family love that. My sisters love that, but I didn't like it. So when I see a lot of those documentaries going viral, it's like, who is this for? Not to say that there's not people out there that enjoy it. It's not a weird thing. You're not weird if you do enjoy it. I'm saying that who is the target audience for this much of it? Like, eventually something gotta give, bro, because I don't want to know about some stuff like this. Maybe that's me. Eventually, it gets to the point where it's like, do we really want to know what's going on here? Do we really?
All they don't
Y'all saying we do? And I'm the one being scary? All right.
like that behind the scenes footage that 50 obtained to put in the documentary that wasn't supposed to come out. They don't like anything going on with it. Any of the people speaking on it, they're denying anything that people
Bro, I wouldn't like no one speaking on it either, bro. Like, dog, I think we gotta realize that boy Diddy gonna be cooked regardless, bro. And honestly, in this era, it's low key even worse that he's still walking free, bro. Because not walking free, but in the sense that he's not completely cooked, thrown under the jail. Because he's going to have to deal with that embarrassment. People like Diddy, bro, the thing they hate the most is being embarrassed and looked down on by people in real life. You can tell. You can see by the way he moves, acts, treats other people, and his actions in general. So this little slap on the wrist, it does hurt in the long scheme of things for all the stuff going on in the justice for the people affected. But it's very clear what their intention was when it's people that at this level where you can't really just clearly in the world, you can't just take them down.
saying to try to cease and desist on Netflix, and now they're even threatening lawsuits. But one thing that's being threatened is allegedly 50 Cent's life. Now, 50 is no stranger to dealing with gangsters.
Bro, I just want to say, bro, I'm so tired of folks acting like this man 50 Cent gonna fold. This man Diddy been saying he was going to get 50 done for a minute. The reason 50 is still here breathing, moving, smoothing is because he actually values loyalty. And I think this is a big thing right now going on with artists and entertainers in the industry is where people will see an artist entertainer doing something wrong or maybe coming up and excelling doing nefarious or not right things, and then they change that to, well, clearly to get into the industry and make moves, you have to do people dirty and hurt people and harm them. And no, you don't, bro. That was those people's lame, fugazi way of doing it. It doesn't have to be your corny, lame way of doing it either. Like, that was their route. And it's not even the main route. It's not even the most common route. It's just an intentionally chosen route. And it just makes other people's careers low-key get stopped majority of the time because you're just being fool and moving weird. I'm saying this to say this. 50 Cent is not just about fear. It's about what it represents. When people like 50 Cent, bro, who've already faced the valley of, and come back stronger, come back alive, come back with an anger and a fury to clearly impact those in their reality, you can't fear them by them being taken out. What they represent is bigger than what it is. Especially someone like 50 Cent, who is a certified, verified living legend. As someone who's not even from New York, I'm from the Midwest, bro. We don't even like New York rappers like that. And we still know that 50 Cent is extremely verified. So when I see stuff like this, bro, it just makes me very clearly see that there's not really a good dude or a bad person, because we know 50 ain't doing this out the kindness of his heart. And that's real. This dude did me purposely dirty, and I'm gonna make sure I go out of my way to spend my millions of dollars to make him look like a loser, like a cornball, like the truth. And he's not even lying; it's the truth. If I'm 50, I'm on the same timing. If you've gone out of your way to threaten me for decades, been moving slimy, wacky, wasting your millions of dollars, all he did was bide his time and stack his cheese, and you can't be mad at that. Especially with someone like this, like Puff, bro. Especially, I don't know how he even got fans right now.
I mean, he had to deal with Supreme at a certain point where he almost died. He had to deal with Jimmy Henchman, who obviously had his own role in dealing with Tupac and all kinds of other people. So to him, this is nothing new. He's dealt with rappers.
Like I'm saying, like, bro, people understand, like, bro, this man 50's dealt with people that got real connections that can really get people done, like, multiple times, bro. It's not because he's so tough that he's out here thugging. It's because he stands for something. And even to those people who move certain ways and do certain things, if you don't go out of your way to mess with what they got going on, you just standing for something isn't enough for them to want to really get you done in. It's a thing when you spit or you smack the hand that fed you or things like that. And if 50 didn't get fed by them, they have no intention of doing him dirty if he hasn't done anything dirty to try to make their issues a thing. People have to understand this. The nefarious things happening by whoever those people and entities are is not the same as Puff doing those nefarious things. Having a direct issue with an individual doing those things and putting them on blast isn't going to make every group of nefarious or people on those type of timing all going to target you. It would only make them do that if that other person had pull. Puff don't got no pull. In fact, he's tried to literally cut off all of his connections. He sued the $1 billion drink brand at low key, you know what I'm saying? So it just giving you an idea of why people are like, oh, well, if he's dealt with all these people, why hasn't he been bothered or touched? Who said he ain't? He been shot 7 times. It's just with people like that, it's not even worth dealing with. It's the headache. It's not worth it. First off, 50's going to be always investigated by police, local and international. The cases like those, police are always, literally always watching those people, bro. So it just low-key works out better for 50 anyway. It's like you have the whole government guarding you now, because now they can't even bother you for real. So with people like 50, bro, you have to understand, they're winning because there's people trying so hard to make them lose. It's not the other way around.
Hip-hop, but he's dealt with actual real life. Two is the flowers in this actual photo. There's a person in the comments who is a funeral director who said, you know, he deals with funerals in Baltimore, and he said, get the strap, this is a funeral arrangement flowers. So he's sending a clear message even with the flowers and what type they are.
Bro, this is like kind of why the OG era is just not gonna probably be around the next 20, 30 years in this type of community way. It's because they have like this thing where they just love to shove like clearly intentional messages, but they trying their hardest to not make it clear. Like, bro, get that Sopranos shit out of here, bro. We're from a new era where if someone wants you handled, they're just gonna go up and get you handled. Not saying that's a good thing, not saying that's a better thing, especially with all the people that are affected outside of that. It's just that it doesn't work no more, bro. The police know what it is. The government knows what it is. The average judge is getting younger and younger. You using fake subliminal individual conversation, it's not going to do what you really think it is. At this point in this era, you might as well either get someone going or not. Either get someone going dolly or don't bother them at all. Because literally anything in between those two things would probably get you life in prison. Not to say that the other one won't, but doing your dirt by your own has always had a much better opportunity of not getting caught up than doing it with a group. That's just historical. I see a lot of these situations where people keep saying that 50 really gonna get touched. I don't see 50 getting touched no time soon. I really genuinely don't. Especially when Diddy out here dealing with way bigger fish to fry. He should have, that whole Cassie thing with the 50 mil, no one talking about that no more. That's crazy. And that wasn't a payoff. Bro, like, so many questions, man, that are not gonna be answered.
Are that this is getting ready to be something very deadly, and always dealt with this type of stuff. He's saying his career and his.
See, bro just yapping, bro. So we gonna just yap too. When I see 50 Cent in all these situations, bro, I don't really know what to do, bro, because it feels like he isn't taking things serious. And I remember back when it was like a way bigger thing at the time. So when everyone was already talking about this 50 and Diddy thing years back, you would have never thought that this would still be going on. And now here we are in 2025 with these huge. You can't even call them OGs or legends because I can't even call Puff that no more, bro. That's ridiculous. But these giants in their industries, metaphorically, are still doing this petty back and forth children shit, bro. Some legends never learn, man. Some legends literally never learn, bro. We gone.